Welcome back to GSL Code A. Artosis and Wolf. This is our final match of the first group of today. Of course, we do have another one later on. So far, it has been the most one-sided game ever. Ever.
It's really good to be on the left side, so that means that Bbyong is going to win this.
Based on this, it's a 2-0 for Bbyong. That's not even close.
Yep.
Because that's what we've seen so far. So
it's been the pattern.
That's unfortunate. Guys, we'll be back tonight at 6 p.m. KST with the next group.
About 3 hours from now.
Yeah. This could be a very quick day, by the way.
Yeah, it could be.
Look, I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be good. The first time it wasn't because Bbyong just did so much damage to RorO early on. RorO's warmed up now, okay? He saw what Bbyong did before. I think he's warmed up. I'm sure that Songtek talked to him, his coach talked to him, and like, you know, maybe ran through some things with him with, okay, this is how you're going to defend this. You know, this isn't going to look like before. It can't, right? I think the encouragement is the most important part of Songtek talking to him here, because it's like, yeah, just play like you played against Alive. You played really well. Your crease spread was out of control. You actually handled close spawns on Foxtrot and then won like a very impressive game on Catalina. Just play like that. Don't get stressed. Oh god, Dead Wings the first map though. Man. If it's horizontal spawns, okay, look, if it's horizontal spawns, I feel really bad for RorO. It's like, oh, I guess I just don't go to Codas this season.
Yeah, the patch will come out tomorrow morning in Korea. Well, I mean, are you still feeling RorO? Because I'm feeling Bbyong all the way here.
Well, the thing is, I thought it would be Bbyong and RorO getting out because I thought Bbyong would take out Trap in the first match. RorO against Bbyong here, I am leaning towards Bbyong a little bit.
Well, you have to with how well he played in the first series. He is an incredible Terran player.
Yeah.
Multifaceted strategies. Let's go into our last match here. The first group of GSL Code A today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cross spawns. Down in the bottom right, our Terran player. He's pretty good.
CJ to Bbyong.
Well, I want to point out the rush distance on cross spawns on this map is actually really far.
Yeah.
There's actually a huge disparity between the two.
Well, I'm happy that they aren't next to each other because I feel like every game I've seen Deadwing they were. And up here in the top left, our Zerg.
Samsung Galaxy Con RorO.
Realized I was doing it again. Had to go with it, Wolf.
It's all good.
I had to abandon you.
Well, consider again RorO scouts for the horizontal spawns first, because he wants to make sure that
he wants to see if he has a chance to go to Codas. Okay, so I mean, this is pretty far away. Yeah,
it's like really, really far.
We were talking about how maybe Bbyong has the edge here, but on a giant map like this, the thing is, like, various players have various skills in various matchups. Wow, I know that's really deep, but I look at Bbyong and I don't think of him as one of the Terrans that on a gigantic map does as well as on a slightly smaller map against Zergs.
Yeah.
That's not where I attribute his strengths to, right? Like, for instance, if you put who would I say for this? Like
Maru, maybe?
Yeah, Maru on a gigantic map. I think that he kind of keeps up. I think that Ryung was one of the best at that, although, you know, since he doesn't play as much in Korea right now, I don't get to personally see him quite as much as I did.
Gumiho used to as well. Like,
yeah, he was fantastic at giant maps. That's true. Very good at the multitasking, keeping his macro up and stuff. And
even Marine King, actually, in his peak, was not so bad.
Okay. I could almost agree with that, and I think Flash is like one of these guys that just keeps the macro up and expands and stuff. Bbyong, I feel like he's like a more technical player, more harass-based player. Yeah, I don't think of him as like a parade pusher as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
So I don't know. Maybe this could favor RorO a little bit. I'm not sure.
Well, one thing's for sure is the other thing that really bothers me about this map is those circles, man. You knew I was going to say it, man. Because it's bothering you too.
Wait, which circles are we talking about?
Like the circles on the bases, they don't line up with the.
Yeah, but I really like the triangle thing that comes out of them.
Yeah, but
that part I really like.
They could just move all of it to fit. Those circles, man. Who let that get by? I mean, really?
I don't know. You don't like that at all?
It doesn't fit right. I like the triangle, but they just all should be shifted slightly so that it fits where the base is supposed to go.
Well, look, you got to talk to the graphical designers that made Terran for that not fitting right. Look at this Zerg hatchery. Fits perfectly.
No, it doesn't fit. It's just hidden by the creep.
You have no proof. You have no proof.
It was there earlier when he was making the hatchery at the natural.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. They'll show the natural in a second.
When he was making it, it was visible.
Look at that. Fits perfectly. Okay, I have to disagree with you here, Wolf. I think that this is a flaw of whoever designed graphically the Terran race.
I guess it looks okay for the natural once the CC finishes, I guess. Well, this is
looks perfect for the Zerg. Oh man, that's pretty big.
That was a mistake.
Mistakes were made, as they say. All right.
Does he actually delay the CC? He does. He kills the SCV.
Oh, that's brutal.
And he scouts the third CC.
Oh, and now he's losing mining time. Ouchies. There's going to be a lot of sad Terrans if Bbyong doesn't make it in. How sad would that be?
Pretty sad, man, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's their perfect answer.
You know what? If Bbyong doesn't make it and Supernova just didn't make it the other day, that's actually really sad because in the 2 seasons where Terrans were really struggling, they're the guys that made it through. And now that we're getting a bunch of Terrans in, suddenly they don't make it?
Yeah,
that's like just, they missed the party. Everyone was invited except for them.
Yeah, it's really sad. That's like actually the classic Terrans being removed. All right, Artosis, let's take a look at this third base hatchery.
Okay.
Because it doesn't fit.
Well, no, I mean, I see that there's like a nice little, like a bowl. It's like it's sitting in a little bowl. And look at that. Yeah. I kind of like it. It's like that CC has a tribal tattoo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess to each his own.
I like the artwork on this map.
I like it if it were just a little bit better placed.
You're very anal about this.
I hope the map designer's watching. I hope he calls Blizzard and has it fixed before it goes live on Korea tomorrow.
I somehow doubt that, like, so much that I would bet money against it.
Me too. But the speed is done, and guess what? This isn't a tight wall.
Oh, that's annoying. But he has these couple of Hellions. Unfortunately, he has lost a couple SVs somewhat sloppily. So that's rough.
Losing a few here or there.
Yeah, but you know what? He's gone for the quick 3 command center. He didn't really take any significant damage. There's no way for RorO to really put on any pressure here, so he'll catch up with that economy. It's not like so gigantic that this has happened, but it's very nice for RorO, of course.
Yeah.
It looks like that third base is actually looking even better than before now, Wolf. Look at this.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Lines up perfectly with the circle.
Doesn't look so good if he breaks through these queens. He actually almost got through there.
Well, I'm talking about aesthetically. But
I know. Well, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it looks like he's going to be able to pick one off.
The queen with the most energy.
Ooh, yeah. That's how you do it.
But I don't know if that was really worth it. He lost a lot of Hellions during that.
Yeah, a lot of health on them as well. And, I mean, as far as mineral cost goes, you know, if you factor in repairing all that, I guess that's a slight advantage for RorO, but I'd rather have the high-energy queen than, you know, damage some Hellions and kill one.
Yeah, same, because, I mean, I guess with all the tumors he could have made with that, it's quite frustrating.
Yeah, you got to get your creep spread really going on such a big map. Like, the reason why such a big map can sometimes be Zerg favorite, or in fact, in my opinion, in this matchup, is Zerg favorite, like giant maps.
Yeah.
Is because of the creep spread, because it's just so far, and anytime you engage on creep in somewhat even battles, it's Zerg favored.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's an issue, whereas a smaller map, you can kind of push the creep back sooner and start hitting bases.
Well, this fourth base, by the way, is on this map for both players. Pretty easy to take.
Yeah.
In the spawning location where we have for RorO, it's like basically for free, because he's already got that creep spread. Like, these are like the most compact, close-by bases there's ever been, essentially. You know, at these spawning locations, like RorO can basically just do it right now for free and not have any issues whatsoever.
Well, right now we actually have a lot of Lings being made, Wolf. Like, a lot. He's got 38 out at the moment.
What do you suppose this is for? A big speedling attack,
like
or like a Baneling speedling?
I don't think it's enough. I think that that's a bad idea right there.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he thought he might catch him before those rocks were dead. And if he did, then he could, you know, clean up some SCVs down there, clean up a few units that were attacking the rocks down there. Could have been nice.
It could have also been perhaps he was concerned that a bunch of Hellions might come over and turn to Hellbats at his 4th, and he wanted to just have a bunch of Lings out to be careful,
Yeah,
and then that didn't happen, so he was like, okay, well, I guess I should probably try to counterattack with these or something.
You got to do something with them. They're active units. Zerglings should always be running around the map.
He's ready. He's setting up here to actually trap these units and sandwich them in front of the Banelings. 12 Banelings finishing right now.
No Baneling speed yet, but that's okay.
Because the Lings come from behind!
Oh, a beautiful move, and he does end up picking off a good chunk of it, but RorO cleans that little attack up pretty well.
And this is already, guys, the least one-sided series we've had
Yeah,
today.
this is already by far the best game today. Well, not by far. I guess the second game of Trap versus Bbyong was okay. But this is good. We're on the right path, Wolf.
Yes. Those Lings, again, not enough here. And he's just totally caught here trying to do something. This is not going to happen. Obviously, he can just fly around forever until the mutas are out, but...
You know what I would like to see? This guy is sitting on 88 drones right now. On a big map, he's getting a lot of creep spread out. He's holding all of these little pressures pretty well. I would like to see what we saw Effort do, which is a few defensive spores against drops, because it seems like on this map, drops are going to have to hit very specific locations, and if you put a couple spores down, like you put maybe 3 spores total on the right-hand sides of your, like maybe 2 up near the natural and 1 near the 3rd,
yeah,
you're going to deter drops so heavily that forces more frontal attacks, which, I mean, you're going to crush because of the creep, which means then he'd have to do drops going towards the main only, and he already has this, like, long strip of Overlords watching that. I would like to see a move like that. You know, and I feel like Effort is the only guy we've really seen that out of lately.
Yeah, actually, I'm with you on this. I'd really like to see it as well. He's got plenty of drones, and he's got a massive income in minerals. He's got a bank on the way for that, because he is getting closer to max, but...
Bbyong's macro's on point, though.
Yeah, he's actually really hitting it well. This location is like such an annoying place to engage. This is where a Spore Call would be really nice.
Yeah,
especially
right
when Widowmines start burrowing.
Yeah, imagine a Spore right there. That'd be nice. But anyways, does roll in with these Banelings. Brings up the mutas as well.
Yeah, and this is actually going to cost him. Doesn't hit the right medevac, though.
No, certainly does not. Another drop going down over here. Ooh, a Widowmine goes down. Does start to spread. Oh, okay hits.
11 kills on that Widowmine.
Yeah. Does go ahead, drop into the main base. I mean, I guess he's getting some things done, but he's losing some medevacs during all of this as well.
Still has 8 left, though. He's got a really nice count of those.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never good to lose a medevac, but it's not like he's got a lack of them now. But I just feel like this is being really cost-efficient for RorO, these defenses. And it is willing down on a little bit the bank of Bbyong, but he's got a nice one.
I really like, by the way, that he's getting...
plating?
Yeah, the plating. That's very nice to see for both the medevacs and the Widowmines.
Yeah. We see this from time to time in Korea.
Yeah, yeah. Not often enough.
I would agree.
Sparsely enough that we can point it out and actually say something about it.
Yes.
Unlike the 2-2
that's coming up right now that we always see.
Yes.
That was a changeling genocide right there. We actually kill all these tumors if he moves forward just a little bit further. But RorO's looking ready to maybe do a big counterattack, or he's considering doing like a flank or something.
Nice little drop going down in that natural. But he will be able to clean that up. In the meantime, we do have more of a push over here, but uh-oh, that's a lot of Banelings. He's got to get out of here.
Yeah, that little awkward pillar in the middle there almost caused him some problems.
Well, the muta's probably on the way. Oh, okay. Actually going back right now. Not bad.
Yeah, these Widowmine shots are really working out quite nicely. Yeah,
look at the Overlord spread, by the way. Really nice, and I love the sensor tower at that 4th base of Bbyong. Really super good to see anything coming in. He's keeping on the offensive, keeping RorO at home, and this speaks again to the spores that we were talking about earlier. If there was one spore here, none of this could be happening right now. Or not nearly as effectively, at least, right?
Is that a spore going up right there?
Because he's pulling the mutas every time he's flying somewhere that there isn't a spore crawler. He's pulling the mutas everywhere, which is allowing him to control the game to a certain degree, and his macro is so on point here. He's keeping up with upgrades pretty darn well, but look at RorO with his upgrades. 3-3 start at the same time as +3 attack for Bbyong.
Yeah, 3-3, both upgrades.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really good.
Now he's going to actually just slam this down. Widowmine, it's not happening here. Gets one, it looks like it's not that great, and look at RorO's army supply. He's up about 40 here, and he's pushing his way all the way through here. He's made so many banes with all that gas. He's had 4 bases with all 8 gases up for so long. Build that gas bank to make all these banelings, and 23 mutas as well, which Duo, by the way, about to have +2 armor. And he's going to have Zerling attack speed upgraded as well in just a second.
Well, that's going to be a pretty big deal.
Oh, and the eBay! He's actually killing the eBays!
Oh my god, that's so brutal.
Is it finishing? I don't think so.
Yeah, he didn't finish it. That's going to be 3-3 against 2-2 in like another minute
Zerg
or so.
versus Terran.
Yeah,
that's Zerg having the 3-3. That's so rare.
I would say that's unwinnable for Terran. Like, the Zerglings will just roll through everything. You have to have, like, perfect micro and Widowmine hits, and that's, like, ouch. Very impressive, by the way. Bbyong non-stop has so many medevacs, despite losing quite a few during all these harassments.
Yep. A lot of SCVs going down here. He actually probably knows that there's a lot of call-down depots to the right side of that main base of Bbyong as well. That could be something that goes in there and harasses.
Oh, that would be nice.
I mean, it is just an opportunity to do that because there's that dead airspace back there. It would be really nice. But I think he's more concerned on doing like more direct damage right now, targeting down these sensor towers, the turrets, and all these SCVs.
Doing a great job with these mutas. They do have that +2 armor at this point. I believe it just finished up.
Yeah, it should be. If it didn't just finish, it's like, okay, yeah, it's done.
So really good job keeping up on those upgrades. He's even going into Ultras at this point. Ultras is where it just gets too scary. 3-3, Adrenal, and Ultras. Again, this type of Bioforce, he doesn't... I think he only has 2 tech labs, or maybe 3 tech labs on his Raxes.
Yeah.
You just can't make enough Marauders, I don't think.
It's going to be tough. I mean, even if he makes a lot of Marauders, then he could just engage the Mutalisk repeatedly until that changes. Okay, now he's starting to pick these depots off. There's another call-down supply.
Oh,
he's
boy.
got 3 of those right over there.
Oh, look at all those Widow Mines behind that third. That is a lot.
That is a lot.
He's so clumped up over there. Oh my god, he's going towards them! Oh no, we're not going to see what happens to Mutas. They get hit, but I don't know how much. There was 4 Widow Mines
He lost
back there.
6 Mutas, at least. I know he had at least 20 Mutas, now he's got 14, so... There are 58 Banelings on the map, I want to point out, with 3-3.
Look at Bbyong, man. He is just... He's still giving it to him. Despite the fact that he lost those upgrades, he's still all over the map. It's a 5-base Zerg, and he's still trying to pick him apart. Oh, good connection.
There. Yeah. And, I mean, the medevac count here is still relatively high. That's why he's allowed to do this. 7 Ultras on the way. He has scouted the first of them, so he's going to want to, I think, honestly, do some tech lab rearranging.
Yeah. Yeah, like, he can't just keep on these Marines, I don't think. I mean, RorO's just doing too good a job with macro. He's got enough creep spread as well. It's not nearly as good as we thought it might get, but that's really because of Bbyong and his never-ending pushes here.
Exactly.
He's been on top of the creep. He's been on top of expanding, on top of his macro. This is actually a fantastic game.
It really is. Now, the attack is coming across here with the Ultras now. 4 more mutas being added into the mix as well.
He's going to have 3-3 soon as well.
He saw the attack of his opponent, or rather the army composition of that with that Overlord. So he knows that it's not a lot of Marauders in the mix just yet. So maybe this is why he wants to move across here. Look at this army only has 3 Marauders in it. Widow Mines do really well against Ultras though because they ignore that armor.
Yeah, looks like he doesn't have Drilling Claws yet though, so not going to be able to burrow too quickly against these incoming forces.
Yeah, that's something I'd like to see actually him research.
And we have a really big army supply, by the way, leading by 20 for Terran, so definitely makes a difference, but for compositional purposes, I like Zerg here. Definitely much better. These Ultras are just so scary, 8 of them with 3-3.
The only thing he's really missing is possibly Infestors, like if he wanted to make this army the perfect Zerg army.
Yeah, if he had a couple Infestors, that would be madness.
Oh my goodness, so many SCVs go down here.
Very nice
He
move.
actually, with the +3 on those Banelings, puts the orbital down to burning range as well.
He actually, if he just right-clicked on it, you could have killed it, but going for those workers and maybe the orbital kill as well, or the planetary rather.
I mean, he's down to 41 SCVs. He does have mules, but here come some of these first engagements with the Ultras, and Bbyong is dropping everywhere.
He's going to have to get up and out of here for now. Another big drop going down in that natural. Banelings coming in. They're going to finish off the job. But there's another command center there. He can still mine from there. The Muta's coming in over on this side, and if he can get those medevacs, that would be a big deal.
Yeah, he's going to actually start trying to. Targets down the one that has all the units in it. A lot of idle medevacs over here at the top of the map. Wants to get those down and regroup. 10 medevacs in total on the map, so the army supply you see the top right in damage is not actually so high. A lot of that is in those medevacs.
You know, a lot of that counter-harassment definitely did a good job. Bbyong falling behind on supply right now. He's down by almost 30 army supply. He's really got to get his production up a little bit more. Still has the bank, at least.
Yeah, he's got the bank. Eli's getting whacked here by a few of those Widow Mines. It's becoming a bit of a problem here for RorO.
Lost 5 more, in fact. Well, that is a lot of Widow Mines around the map.
That's a minefield right there.
Yeah, you know, either player can definitely still win this game. Let's see here. You know, he's not adding any production Bbyong is, and I think that's right at this point. His bank is starting to dry up. He's definitely taking a lot of harassment damage, and some of his bases are drying as well. So the fact that he didn't add any more, that's fine. He's spending his money right down. He's going to be remaxing out with a higher army supply again, because of course there's more drones than SCVs out here.
Yeah.
And he is taking yet another base. This is actually, you know, those things I was saying about Bbyong before where I don't think of him as a Terran like this, he's kind of proven me wrong. Even though we're not seeing real parade pushes, he's so on top of taking bases, which is really nice to see. A lot of times you see Terrans stop and just try to kill at a certain point, but he's like, nope, I can go as long as you can.
And it's definitely a very brave sentiment here to have in this matchup with the current meta, so... A lot of Widow Mines here, 16 on the map, and how good are the shots? Actually, a lot of them got picked up there, 7 of them taken out. And oh, the splash damage on those medevacs is hurting him a little bit as well, and this is not a planetary.
Ooh, that is painful. Has no units in that area right now. Some Marines trying to hit this 5th base, and some more Marines and Marauders coming up with them. Going to clean up the harassment at his own base, but looks like he's going to lose some more medevacs.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of medevacs. His medevac count dropping again down to below 10. But he's just continuing these drops. He's in a really good position here, and Ultralists are going to be terrible against that type of attack position.
That's right, but look at this. The Widow Mines are recharged. He's going to get some nice shots off there. And continuing to harass all over the place. The Baneling is becoming less and less effective in some of these situations.
So what do you think, by the way, Artosis, about a possible big shift into a heavier mutalist count? I mean, he's got 4,700 gas. I mean, what if he went up to like 30 mutas, and then he could finally really shut these drops down for good?
Looks like he thought of that as well, Wolf. He is making some more mutas.
How many more is he making?
He started 8.
Okay.
We'll see if he goes for more than that, because he maxed out at that, so he may be waiting to lose some more units. But, ooh, looks like he's getting ready for Infestors. But back to your point about the mutas, there are a lot of turrets, but those won't matter with the good upgrades that he has and the amount that he could make. Yeah. But I think what he's maybe a little bit more afraid of is there's been a lot of Widow Mines all over the place. This game is a little bit hectic. It's kind of all over the place. So if he goes like 50 mutas and loses them to Widow Mines, then suddenly it's like Revival versus Jakji from IM all over again.
Okay, well, another engagement here. Not a whole lot of army here, just gets a small Terran army for free. These medevacs are over here by themselves. There's actually nothing in them or below them. I'm not...
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused about that. Is Bbyong just out of gas at this point? Well, I know he's out of gas, but is he out of steam?
Yeah, I don't know what... I think that might just be a misclick, or maybe he thinks there's units in them, because there's certainly not.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused. There's so many medevacs across the map not doing anything.
Maybe it's trying to distract the Zerg? I'm not really... not following it, but big attack over here. He's starting to whittle down some of the natural health, but it doesn't matter. There's not really much mining going on there anyways, and he does pick these units off. Yeah, those are empty.
Those are scout medevacs. That's rough.
They're about as useful as scouts in StarCraft 1.
GG.
GG.
You know what? I guess he decided that he'd lost. He just wanted to see what his opponent had.
They want to see are you going faster or something.
Yeah, like. If you can't check the replay, that's actually a good way to do it, is send like fast flying units around and be like, okay, what exactly do you have? Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Well played by both sides, no doubt about that. I think that Bbyong, you know, he overcommitted to harass maybe a couple times, and then the harass started working out well, so it kind of covered up the fact that he overcommitted a couple times.
Yeah.
But, you know, that can get painful. Like, RorO, like, shut down a few too many drops, I think, a bit too cost efficiently, and then eventually just kind of hit that critical mass where he always had enough despite taking damage all game.
Well, I feel like Deadwing Crossmont is really tough for a Terran anyways.
Yeah.
It's just really hard to walk across the map straight up because it's so far, and the crease spread for a player like RorO is so good. So,
can't disagree.
I mean, so if you keep that in mind, I mean, the harassment that he was doing, it might have been his only choice to really try to whittle RorO down. It's tough. The map at Crossmont hasn't really been figured out all too well yet, I don't think.
It's because everyone always spawns horizontally.
Well, once we get into Code S after the patch, that's when we're going to see some real strats come out on that. Also, the map's predetermined and whatnot at the beginning when people are going to have to play on it. Sure. That should be exciting.
Catalina is going to be our next map coming up here. Does Bbyong go for a mech play?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. He puts everything on the line, going to Code S on Bio?
I think so. It's a good map for Bio.
Okay.
I haven't seen too much mech on it just yet. Can he win it? Without a win here, RorO will advance 0 into Cudass.